Hi, this video is at the request of the subreddit Vinyl. You guys asked if you could see a video of the Akai AP-M7 linear tracking turntable in action. This thing is pretty amazing. It's from the early 80s. I actually found it at the Goodwill for 10 bucks. I upgraded the cartridge on it because I didn't trust the cartridge with any of my records, because God knows how long it had been on there and what kind of damage the needle might have had. So I got an Audio Technica cartridge, I'm not sure how it's pronounced correctly, off of Amazon for $40. I think the list price normally on it is over $100, and it's a really great cartridge. I'm going to show you just a demonstration of how the Akai works. So here we go, and I'm going to press the power button, which is right here. Oops, glare. Right there, power button. And it's got this kind of cool little display when you turn it on, like that. And I'm just going to lift the turntable lid. Now, basically a linear tracking turntable there is the cartridge right there. A linear tracking turntable is like having a big giant CD player for your records. You put the CD in, or I'm sorry, the vinyl in, and the needle just goes across it linear, hence linear tracking. And the idea behind it is that records are cut when they're before they're pressed in a fashion like this, where it's linear. So in theory, the needle goes across the record and gets more of the accurate sound from the record and is less likely to skip if there's minor flaws in the vinyl. And I found this to be true. I've ripped quite a few records now off this. When I say ripped, I mean as in encoded it to my hard drive, my Mac. And anyway, so let me show you the demonstration. Put the lid down on this guy, and then right over here we've got the start button, the start cut button right there, and that will start the process. I want to make sure, of course, that the automatic setting for the speed is 33, which is right there, speed 33, and of course it can be adjusted to 45 RPM. There's also an arm transport, so if you wanted to select actually wanted to move the needle to a specific area of the record, you can do that. On this particular model, on this particular turntable that I got, I think the up-down, which actually lowers the stylus down to the record, I think it is not functioning correctly because I wasn't able to do that, which isn't a big deal to me. Pretty much all the time when I'm recording this, recording records to my hard drive, I'm recording the entire record, so I don't really go to a specific track. If you're putting in like a 7-inch record or a 10-inch record, the neat thing about this system is, as it says, computer-controlled player. It actually has a sensor in it to read where the vinyl begins. So, according to the user manual, which I've got right here, I didn't get a user manual with it, but there's a neat website that actually has an archive of every user manual you can possibly imagine. If you want to put a comment or PM me, I can give you the link to that website. Where was I? So anyway, so I'm going to press play on this guy and show you how it works. And hit the start button. Right there is the cartridge. There it starts playing. I'm just going to actually have a line into my Mac. So I'm going to hit record on Audacity so you can hear the sound coming from it. Oops. And there we go. So I've had great sound from this guy. Definitely a deal for altogether. The cost for this, for me, to purchase everything, the cartridge and the turntable, was a whopping 50 bucks. And if you're curious what I'm playing right now, this is Midnight Oil's 1979 LP, Head Injuries. Great album. So that's it. If you have any questions, again, give me a shout out on Reddit or here on YouTube. Oh, by the way, too, one thing I do with my records, total separate note, I cannot recommend this enough. This is the Spin Clean record washer. This guy can be had for about $100, and you manually wash your records in it. Put in distilled water, some Spin Clean solution, and again, what you can get off eBay, you can get a 16-ounce bottle for like $20, and it does amazing wonders for your records. So you don't get any. So your records basically don't sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. That's it. Take care.